Hello, thank you for joining my session. I'm registered psychotherapist qualifying in Ontario, and every day I'm trying to share some information that might be useful for you to cope with any mental challenges you are experiencing. I just want to note that this cannot be accepted as treatment or therapy. I'm just providing psychoeducation and helping you to increase your awareness. And today we will be speaking about anxiety and procrastination types and what you can do in order to take action even when you feel anxious and what's happening in your brain, why people's brain are more tend to avoid things and what you can do about it in order to start doing things despite uncomfortable feelings. And procrastination is not about laziness. Oftentimes, it's related with emotional regulation, and anxiety based procrastination happens when your mind tries to protect you from discomfort, uncomfortable feelings, uncertainty, fear of failure. And over time, this can leave you feeling stuck, overwhelmed, frustrated with yourself. And in this webinar, we are going to explore why anxiety pulls you into avoidance, what exactly is happening that leads to avoidance, and what's happening in your brain, and how to return to present moment and to continue with the duties and responsibilities you are doing. Before we begin, I want to slow the moment. If you are someone who procrastinates because of anxiety, you may have spent a lot of time being hard on yourself. Maybe you have some self-critical thoughts such as, why can't I just do it? Why other people manage but I can't? And what's wrong with me? So let's gently place something important here. There is nothing wrong with you. It's just the way the human brain works because it tries to protect us from possible failures or possible threats, or tries to help us to be perfect. And this is actually a part of learning, a part of adaptation. And don't think that this will stay like this forever. Humans' brains can evolve and change according to the phenomenon known as neuroplasticity. And if this is a pattern, like if you are experiencing anxiety and if there are uncomfortable feelings and if you start to avoid things, this has become a pattern, and any pattern can be changed. And as a result of finding different ways of relating to thoughts that cause anxiety or experiences that cause anxiety, you are capable of changing your reactions towards it, and you are capable of choosing what you want instead and what change you want instead, and you are capable of taking steps even when uncomfortable feelings arise. So let's go deeper into the brain. When you approach a task that feels uncertain, evaluative, or important, your brain doesn't treat it as neutral. It asks, is it safe? And if the answer is unclear, then amygdala activates, and this is called also threat sensitivity process. And at this time, the insula increases awareness of discomfort, and interior singular cortex detects conflict. It thinks, I should do this because I should do this, but I don't want to. And as a result, this causes tension, doubt, pressure, and it's easier to procrastinate, to avoid, and feel a relief, short-term relief. However, in the long run, at the end of the day, you would realize that you stopped doing things you enjoyed, you stopped engaging in activities that you wanted, because you don't want to feel uncomfortable feelings. Maybe you stop speaking to people. And avoidance reduces discomfort in the short term, and this is called negative reinforcement. As many times as you try this pattern, this way of avoidance, your brain even codes it further that there is a danger, that there is something that should be really dangerous or important if you are constantly trying to avoid it and procrastinating. So, what you would like to experience instead, if you were not procrastinating, if you were taking action, what you would like to see instead, which version of you would like to see, what you would like to be doing. For instance, imagine if if the urge to procrastinate has disappeared, or if you were taking action despite uncomfortable feelings, what would you like to see yourself doing? Is it studying more, being more active in your hobbies, in your relationships, or would you be doing any things that you were procrastinating? So, anytime when you are taking action and when you are questioning yourself, what are your goals? What you are hoping to achieve? If, for instance, if there was a meaningful change for you, what kind of change you would like to see? So each time when we are redirecting our attention towards what we want to do, what we want to try, what we want to achieve, we are intentionally directing our attention into the future and our goals. And this helps to strengthen motivational processes, and you are exposing actually yourself to what's healing and to what's you are helping your brain to shift focus on what you want to achieve, and as a result you are exposing yourself towards solutions. So maybe your answer will start with, I want to understand myself better. So let's say you were understanding yourself better. What difference would it make for you? Why is it important for you? What would be different? And for instance, what would be different in your relationships, in your work, in your relationship with yourself? Which version of you would be there? Is it a confident version, a calm version, a kind version, a strong, resilient version? Whom you would like to see, and how you would know that this person is showing up more often during those times? And there is already a part of you that wants change. If you came here, if you are listening right now to conversations, it means that you have already taken some steps that would help you to take steps towards change. So each time when you are directing your attention towards this, you are actually teaching yourself to move towards things you want to achieve. And it constantly tries to reduce uncertainty. So on facing a task, it stimulates outcomes using the default mode network and cognitive fusion with future-based thoughts. So you don't just think, I might fail, you experience it as if it's already happening. So when you have some automatic thoughts about anxiety or about things that cause you anxiety, when you see too close, when you get fused with these thoughts, then it's more difficult to concentrate, to focus on what you want and on what's meaningful for you. So procrastination becomes an attempt to escape an imagined future. And when you are bringing yourself to a present moment, you are actually also, again, like when you are asking what you want to change, you are bringing yourself to present moment, and it helps you to connect with things you want to do. And each time when you are taking action towards, despite anxiety, you are teaching your brain that I can come back, and you are helping to deepen an identity that you are capable, that you are able to change. And when you say I'm a procrastinator, when you think negative things about yourself, when you place labels, this might impact your mood, your behaviors, and it might be difficult for you to take action despite these feelings. So So even so, if before, for instance, uncomfortable feelings were stopping you from trying or doing things, right now it might look like that you are taking action even when you feel unsure, that you don't overthink as long as you were doing it before, or you cover faster when you avoid. And this is called psychological flexibility. And so let's try to integrate everything here. When you are taking action despite discomfort, you are actually reducing perceived threat, increasing dopamine levels, building momentum, and taking actions guided by values, not by your feelings. So even if you don't feel good, even if you feel scared, even if you feel anxious, when you are deciding what's important for yourself and you are slowly taking steps, you are slowly teaching your brain that you are capable, and slowly it gets easier for you to repeat it. And even 2 minutes of action can become transformative because it gives you courage. And also asking yourself when you have done this before in the past, when you were calm, when you were patient, when you were kind in the past, and remembering of those signs of progress in the past. This can help you again to increase your confidence and to find ways that might help you to cope with challenges again. From neuroscience perspective, this activates memory reconciliation, strengthens adaptive pathways, and you are accessing existing resources and past flexibility. You are examining when you are asking yourself when you have coped in the past, what helped you to react differently, to respond differently. And also asking yourself which strengths you already have. During the therapy, we are also helping the people to discover their resources. Helps you not just to think positively, but to notice what was already working. Increasing awareness about your resources and about your self-efficacy processes. And from neuroscience perspective, this helps to activate reward and motivation circuits and helps to build confidence pathways. And even if anxiety is strong, you are reminding yourself that you are also strong, capable, and there is an evidence for it in the past, and fear and willingness to act, anxiety and willingness to take action, they can both coexist. And we have learned so far that anxiety is a prediction system, not a truth, and procrastination is protection, not a failure. And you can return to the present moment anytime you want, anytime you notice that you are ruminating or overthinking, and you are not your thoughts or anxiety. Small actions can create real change. And from Hexaflex perspective, we have discussed about being present, stepping back from thoughts, allowing discomfort, connecting to what matters for you, and taking action, observing yourself. So during this session, you didn't try to eliminate anxiety. You changed, maybe by discussions, you changed your relationship with it. And that's the real point where change is happening, because if you will be able to relate to feelings and thoughts differently in the future, you will be able to cope and take action even in the presence of anxiety. And here is something important. You don't need to feel ready. You don't need to feel confident. You only need to be willing to take small steps with anxiety still there. And if today you understood yourself even a little bit better, it's not small, it's where the change is happening. I hope that this session was useful for you. If you would like to learn in more details about anxiety and how to take action despite anxiety, you are always welcome to come to sessions, and you can leave your questions in the comments. Thank you for your attention. Take good care of yourself.